Vic Mornington, and I'm here dancing with the angels because they basically forced me into it. Yeah, but the reason I'm doing this video is because of the club that we're currently standing inside. We're standing inside Jazzers, which opened about a week and a half ago, and as you can see, it's already a rather busy club. There's a little bit of a backstory to this though. About a month ago now, probably slightly more than a month ago, Club Prive, which used to be called Frank's Jazz, owned by William Batson, not the original owned by Nancy Sinatra and now owned by William Zeta. This is the copy of Frank's Jazz that William Batson opened up 3 years ago. Prive, which was the renamed version of Frank's, closed. There was only about 10 hours warning before the doors were shut, so all the DJs, all the hosts, all the regulars, 10 hours warning, sim went down, where do we go now? Two clubs opened up. The first one we're going to look at in about a week and a half's time, that's Frankie's Club, ran by DJ Stevie. This is the second one that opened up very recently, about a week and a half ago, and this is Jazzers, and the person that runs this is actually dancing right here. Let's just swing this camera around. This is DJ Mike Crisp, if we get this camera to settle and tilt it up a bit. That's DJ Mike Crisp, and he basically owns, and he's one of the DJs here. So let's have a look around the place first before we get into the nitty gritty of this club and the future of what the club could be. You are going to teleport into this area here. SLURL is going to be down in the description, of course. To the right hand side, you've got a very, very nice looking bar. It's actually a very nice looking build, full stop. It's a Caro's Bar Stuff build. I used to have a build similar to this in the basement of Brunel Hall. You've got a live music stage. I think they're going to be getting live musicians and live singers in eventually. To the right hand side, as you walk in, you have got seating against the wall and some comfortable seating here right next to the DJ stand. As you can see, the DJ stand is up here. I haven't actually seen any DJs using this stand yet because they all choose to dance down here with the crowd along these two lines of dance pads directly in front of the actual DJ stand. We've got a raised platform here with a grand piano, a cubby hole in here with some quiet seating, and on the opposite side of that you've also got some more seating here. If we head back out into the dance floor, we have got some ornamentation around the side here, and then we're back into the beginning part. Now, upstairs, which no one down here actually mentions because I don't think it's actually finished yet. If we head up the stairs, here we go. Up the stairs, we've got something that looks not quite finished yet. It looks like a wedding reception area. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here, because you've got lots of food tables laid out, a dance floor right in the middle with the TIS dance system poles, but it does look a little bit unfinished. I'm thinking this could be made for wedding receptions. I'm not sure though, so let's head back down the stairs again, round here, keep going down, and we will head outside over the bar, round here and outside. We're in a skybox, that's why we're surrounded with these cliff faces. But if we swing the camera around, these have literally just been added. They look like rental spaces for shops, and they go all the way around the back here. Although who the hell's going to rent a shop right at the back of this place? I don't know. If it was me, I would ditch the rental shops at the back and just keep the ones at the side. That's what I would do. Or punch a hole through the back of this place, because it can be done. Punch a hole through the back of this place and have a second entrance at the back. That way there's a reason that people will go around the back of this place to visit the shops at the back. But yeah, you've got some shops up for rent and a little mini mall, but we are in a skybox up here. Now, heading back inside the place. Prive and Frank's Jazz had a lot of well-known European DJs. It's a European that owns this club, DJ Mike Crisp, who's a former DJ for Club Prive. I don't think he was DJing for Frank's, at least I don't remember him at Frank's. I was banned 2 days after Prive opened up, and the Angels were banned the day Prive actually opened, and I don't remember Mike being at Frank's. He must have come in during the Prive months before William Batson basically bankrupted himself. So you've got Mike Crisp, who owns the place. You've got Dally, very well known. You've got Peaky, who's actually DJing right now. You've got Baron, he's here. You've got Jack Cray, who's also here. You've got Zoe, who's here. And you've got a few other very well-known European-based DJs that are DJing here during European peak time. So we're talking 6 o'clock in the evening UK time till round about 12 midnight, 1 in the morning UK time. Frankie's, which we're going to be videoing in about a week and a half's time, also has some of the well-known DJs from Frank's Jazz and Prive. So there's a bit of crossover going on between the two clubs. Some of the hosts here are also hosting over at Frankie's. Some of the DJs at Frankie's are also DJing here. So there's a fair bit of crossover between the two clubs. And I was chatting to Leah about this, because I mean, you look at the Charlie's Angels, here they are here, you look at the Charlie's Angels and they just look like three people who are dancing and having fun, and that's exactly what they are. But the reason they decided to go down this road is both Leah, who's the redhead to the far left, and Lizzie, who's the blonde in the middle, a long time ago, excuse the cough, a long time ago, we're talking 6 or 7 years ago, both Leah and Lizzie were managers in very, very large clubs in Second Life. We're talking clubs that were pulling in 50, 60, 70 people day in, day out, non-stop. And they commented about this when I was chatting to them in a group chat not too long ago. What's happening between Jazzers, where we are right now, and Frankie's is a lot of crossover. There's a lot of crossover. Clubs that share the bulk of the DJ pool between them and clubs that share the bulk of the host pool between them, ultimately, given weeks, or in most cases months, one of those clubs is going to fail. I'm going to say it now, and I know that Stevie and Mike are going to be watching this. Ultimately, one of those clubs is going to fail, because you can't continue cannibalizing each other's traffic continuously week after week. Ultimately speaking, one of the clubs is going to fail. I don't know which one, because myself who's also ran clubs in the past, myself and the Angels, we don't have any irons in the fire when it comes to which club is going to succeed and which club's not going to succeed. This is why I'm actually doing a video for both clubs, both Frankie's and Jazzers. The Frankie's one's coming up again in about a week and a half's time. But as of right now, there is essentially two clubs out there that are the spiritual successors to William Batson's Frank's Jazz and to William Batson's Club Prive. And by the looks of it, they have got the European peak times at least nailed. Absolutely nailed. But here's the thing. Between the two of them, the first club to fill out the spots from 12 midnight UK time to 6 in the morning UK time. That 6-hour period between 12 midnight UK and 6 a.m. UK, which basically covers peak time on the west coast of America and peak time on Central Standard Time in America. The first of those two clubs that fill that 6-hour time slot, yeah, they've nailed it, because then they've got 12-hour coverage, and that 12-hour coverage is going to cover peak European Central Time, peak UK time, and peak Central Standard Time in the United States. The first of the two clubs to do that, they're going to end up winning, because then they've got the snowball effect going, which is what most clubs want to do. They want to cover Central Standard Time US peak, and they want to cover Central European Time peak. Both of these clubs, Jazzers that we're at right now and Frankie's, have got Central European Time covered, but they haven't got Central Standard Time covered. That's going to be the next fight for the managers of both of these clubs. But yeah, if you were a regular at Club Prive, or you were a regular at William Batson's Frank's Jazz, and you were not a member of the Prive group and you don't know about these clubs opening up, you now have a spiritual successor to go to. And there's a lot of very old names that you'll recognise that are going to both of these clubs. Zaria, for instance, she's a host here. Sierra, she's a host here. A whole load of old hosts in Prive are working at both Frankie's and at Jazzers, and it's basically like home from home. That's essentially what you're looking at. Anyway, that's it from me, folks. SLURL to Jazzers is down in the description, and have a good one.